live on 2K. And let's...
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Now here's Middleton. Pass to Giannis. Off with the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now, here's Collins. Young with no one around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Holiday against Young. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Rebound by the Hawks. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Young with the steal. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Outside Collins. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. No good on the layup.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Middleton gets the 14-footer to fall.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now, here is Young. Here's Capella. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. With a step back. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
The Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Hawks. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. From deep. Not going to go that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Hunter kicks to Young. Dishes it to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Herter.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And Teague, here we go. Left side Portis, doubled by Okongwu. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Jump ball. Milwaukee with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nora. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Reddish dishes to Williams. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Atlanta. They're up by 4. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally, I just...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point. The offensive rebound. Tucker the pass to Portis. Atlanta with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Herter. Back to Gallinari. Shoots over Tucker. Okongwu. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. And they pick up 2.
Boy, dictating the action. That's what Forbes does here on the drive. And that's what I tell him to keep doing.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Back to Tucker. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
There's the pass to Herter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. To the paint. Here's Middleton. It's good. This game is all even.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Pass to Herter. And here's Gallinari. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Gallinari's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Middleton on the wing. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He lobs it up, and Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
.58 seconds left to play in the first half. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with the open look. The Hawks leading by 3. Shakes him. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Okongwu.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
36 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes it to Portis. He kicks to Middleton. There's the lob to Portis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Okongwu. Herter passes to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 5.
The thing about Williams, sometimes he doesn't look like he's moving up.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young outside. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Holiday. Bucks trail by 5. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And here's Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And they'll turn over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Sonny Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Man, he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Lobbed up there for Collins. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Misses in close.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's Middleton, and he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 8 points.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision-making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Lopez with the bucket.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Young dishes to Snell. 1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Young drives in, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Super quick in transition, the Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Now Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And he gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. 1:03 left in the third. It's stolen by T. Fast break, Milwaukee. Releases from 15. Forbes can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Williams' shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Norrell. He's guarded by Williams. Clock at 6. Now, here's Tucker. Defense right on him. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Teague against Williams. Gallinari outside. It could go, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. The Hawks trailing. Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Herter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Herter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Shot clock at 3. There's Portis. That one doesn't go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Knocked away. Here's Dunn. The dish to Okongwu. Gallinari surveying the D. Back to Dunn. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The Bucks trail. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Dunn. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's the fast break. Throws it up high, and Okongwu slams it in.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Teague against Dunn. Teague kicks to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Snell. Lets it go from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Middleton outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Young outside. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Young looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Milwaukee with the ball. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Giannis outside. 2 free throws coming up, and the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Loads it up for Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Young for 3. Laces one from 3.
it's his job to bring this game home. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Young with the ball. Bogdanovich, the tagger. He drills the game winner. All zeros. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. afternoon. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Now here's Durant. After the miss from John Collins. Yep, it counts.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
The pass to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Brown outside. Outside, KD. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Passes it to Young. And stolen by Jordan. Now, here's KD, the fast break opportunity over Collins. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Right side, Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Brown outside. Goes up on the wing, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Brown. Durant's got 6 points. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Young taking his time here. And there's the feed to Capella. It's good.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Durant. Drains the 19-footer. He's got 8. Here's Young.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Durant finds Irving. The three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. James Harden comes in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Green against Capella. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young for 3. The rebound by the Nets. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Here's Durant. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And here's Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's good.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And here's Harden for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here is Harden. 1 second left. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Williams, following the bucket by the Nets. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, I'd like to see Gallinari attack the basket. It provides a nice counterbalance to that shooting ability.
Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. The Hawks trailing. Williams looking around. Okongwu kicks to Williams. Pass to Reddish. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Reddish has got his first 2 points. And the Nets with possession here. Now Dinwiddie. Now here is Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Stolen by Harden. All sorts of time. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden right side. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Here's Reddish. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Snell. The dish to Bogdanovich. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. It's Jordan on the wing. On the wing, Irving. And the Nets miss again. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Young's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Kept alive. The Hawks trail by 3. Young, right side, uses the glass to finish the layup.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Irving looking for an opening. From deep. Here's KD. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
It's Young on the wing. Collins passes to Young. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Jordan kicks to Irving. Over Young. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
The Hawks trail by 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Here's KD. The kick out to Irving. Fires for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bogdanovich wide open. Oh, offensive interference. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here is Young. Crafty move, and it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Irving after the made shot from John Collins.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
The Hawks working the ball around. Brown against Bogdanovich. Launches it. And no good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Young inside. He's covered by Irving.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Brown outside. Dishes it to Irving. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Fires the three. Jordan the pass to Harris. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Atlanta making some changes. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Gallinari attacking. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
As a scorer in every sense of the word, you know Danilo is thinking, let me finish and get to the foul line.
So for the Nets.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last two seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
But Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks trail by 4. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots from 12. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Harden's got 8.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Williams against Dinwiddie.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Williams against Dinwiddie. Harden with it. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And it's blocked. Outside Williams. And Gallinari throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden scanning the floor. Harden missing again. In the corner. Herter with it. Outside Williams. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets out in front, up 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Trae Young. He's out there with Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. Now, here is Young. Just 5 to shoot. To tie it up. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And a wide open look for Irving. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And a deep three from Young. They get it again.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And they go to the intentional foul. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Now here's Irving. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Harris. Takes a three. Jordan, the pass to Durant. Back to Jordan. Outside, KD. Over Okongwu. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Irving following the three by Atlanta. The kick out to Brown. It's intercepted. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Well, Lou Williams in the open floor is just a bucket, folks.
Nets trail by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. Irving against Williams. To halt the run. Fernando pulls it in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Now the pass to Herter. Here's Snell. Pass to Fernando. 6 to shoot. Williams dishes to Okongwu. Good D by Jordan. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Now here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Shoots from the high post. Good on the shot. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That shot off. Jordan with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Young against Irving. Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. Launches a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Harden. It's good!
I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Young drives in. Money!
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Here's Irving. Trae Young grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Here's Durant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan. So the Nets starting 5. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now, here is Irving. Passes to KD. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I'll tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Lopez. It doesn't go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. 4-point game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Now here's Durant. Pulls up, high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. KD's got 6.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
And it's Antetokounmpo. Look at that.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Irving with it. On the wing, Harris. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. Tips it. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Now here is Holiday. To the inside. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fast break. Here they come. Nobody near Irving. Here's Jordan. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lopez, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brown wide open. He fires. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Well, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits, make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6, and it's Jordan to top the key. Clock at 4. Irving for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that one's good. Durant.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Portis drives in. Doesn't go for him. Griffin with some nice D. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to Portis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
To the left side wing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here is Forbes. Back to Connaughton. And Harden comes to help. The pass to Forbes. Offline with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Dinwiddie finds Harden, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. And the Nets with possession here. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Green dishes to Harden. Clock at 6. Bobbed up there for Green. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Goes up to the stripe. Rebound, Brooklyn.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Connaughton passes to Portis. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To stop the run, misses off the right iron. Brooklyn leading by 12. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Misses from close range.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. And then for Brooklyn, Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Teague comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Teague. Makes it off the glass.
Love how Jeff Teague did not fear that attempt. He was amongst the trees, but it did not affect the shot.
On the wing, Harris shoots over DiVincenzo. Holiday against Irving. Shot clock at 5. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lopez. And there it is for him. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. It's good from long range.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Holiday against Brown. Shoots from the right block. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Teague. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this game, has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. They get it back. Lopez with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nets leading by 9. Harden outside. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo. They're reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Dinwiddie outside. Got a piece of it. And to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here's Portis. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. There's the lob to Portis. And stolen by Jordan. Out to Harris. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 7.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Connaughton. Back to Teague. Dishes to Tucker. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And the Bucks with some changes. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Brown outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving for 3. Left side, Harris. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. You get out in transition there.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. Back to Brown. Down low. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. They get a hand on it. Middleton right side. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Well, that break started by Jordan's steal. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Bucks trail by 11. Outside, Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Brown. And here is Teague following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Teague, the pass to Tucker. Back to Teague. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Teague, here we go. Pass to Connaughton. Inside. Here's Portis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Brooklyn finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Here's Giannis following the bucket by the Nets. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
And the basket by Harden.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's the lob into the Kumbo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Goes up. Wow, hammering it in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Now, here is Harden. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis passes to Middleton. No good from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Harden against Holiday. Stolen. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. Now Middleton following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it down to Middleton. Tries again. Let's go. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Brown with the drive. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton left side. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Portis. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Brown against Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Now here's Brown. He kicks to Irving. High post shot. Jordan the pass to Irving. From deep, Green. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jordan.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Green, and James Harden has subbed in for Brown. And it's in there.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Antetokounmpo inside. Harris is there. A nice shot by Tucker.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now here's Irving. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Over Teague. And he hits the jumper for 2. And the Nets lead by 19.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Bucks foul. PJ Tucker. That's his first.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
At the line for the Nets, Kyrie Irving.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Teague deciding where to go with it. Here's Tucker. No good there.
Fire inside of KD wanting.
All right, David. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get...
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Young passes to Collins. Young with no one around. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. Off target with his 3. Pushing it up. Collins finds Bogdanovich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Bogdanovich against DiVincenzo. Bogdanovich dishes to Collins. Pass to Young. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Giannis drives in. And the dunk by Lopez.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Passes it to Middleton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hunter, no one around him. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
I like watching DeAndre Hunter take quick shots. He's getting into a rhythm.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Holiday goes in. No good. Collins with some nice D. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. And that one's good. Hunter.
Hand in his face, and it doesn't bother him at all. DeAndre Hunter plays with great focus.
1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Young with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Portis can't get it to go.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Unloads. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here is Forbes. And it's Middleton penetrating. It's tipped. Leaps for it. And here we go. Hawks running again. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Up top, Portis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Now Williams. Fires the three. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 6. And
Venom.
Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Williams. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. There's Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Portis. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. And the wide open shot from Reddish. The rebound by the Bucks. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The pass to Middleton. Back to Forbes. The 8-footer. And stolen by Okongwu. Gallinari down low. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
This is just reading the defense, finding the soft spot. Heady play by Gallinari.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. To the paint. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Williams. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Giannis against Collins. Now, here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. And the dunk by Capella.
And you see Cam's skill in pick and roll situation. His handle allows him to make plays for others.
Holiday goes in. Lopez, no luck.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Lob pass to Capella. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Young, no good. Bucks trail by 8. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Stolen by Collins. Here's Rec. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
A strong element to Cam Reddish's game is his counter moves that leave defenders helpless.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Hunter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. For 3, Middleton. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 10. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here they go. Antetokounmpo inside. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Dunn passes to Okongwu. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Giannis.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. That's good from Antetokounmpo. 24 seconds left here in the second. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Young looking around. Six on the shot clock. To the paint. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Young. Capella's got 8 points.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing up.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Collins shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Outside Bogdanovich. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now the Bucks moving it up. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And Williams, here we go. Count the basket. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Gallinari on him.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Stolen by Holiday. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Giannis.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Holiday against Williams. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Gallinari. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's done in for Lou Williams. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. As to Reddish. Here's Snell. Second shot opportunity. Over in the corner, Reddish. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. Done outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okongwu. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The kick out to T. Over in the corner, Portis. A second chance effort. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Here's Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
They get the rebound. Three-pointers, Snell, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Atlanta with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis against Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
No good on the second free throw.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Herter, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing here by 8. Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Passes it to Okongwu. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Stolen by Tucker. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And a wide open look for Portis. That one a little long, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Williams passes to Reddish. From outside the arc, that's good from Williams on the assist from Reddish. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Teague drives in. Here's Tucker. Count it. Good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
The Hawks leading by 8. Williams passes to Reddish. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Williams kicks to Okongwu. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Herter. Goes back up. Pass to Okongwu. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Yep, that one goes.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Teague against Williams. To the inside. And stolen by Portis. There's the lob to the hoop. It doesn't go for him. The Hawks leading, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams making some changes here. To the wing right side. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Now, here is Young, guarded by Holiday. Young against Holiday. Clock at 6. Shoots it. The Hawks again can't hit. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Middleton. He doesn't hit that one. And Atlanta will go the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. From the arc. The Hawks again can't hit. Bucks trail by 6. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob, and Kumbo hammers the alley-oop through.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Young against Holiday. Young outside. They need this one. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Here's Middleton. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Out to the wing. Collins finds Young. Holiday with the block.
Terrific two-way player. Drew Holiday not giving an inch, and he sends that one way back.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Up again. Rebound, Atlanta. Young left side. Three-pointer. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. We've got Brown. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at center. And it's the Hawks to start out. Now Young from beyond the arc and then some. Young's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Hawks. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Irving kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Collins. Fast break for Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
For 3, Durant. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Jordan with the layup.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Stolen by Durant. Right side Irving. Keeps it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Young fires away from outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And Young, here we go. And the shot is good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Pass to KD. Six to shoot. From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. Then for the Nets, Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Reddish with the ball. KD's on him. And boy, that looked... And yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stand. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown. Dinwiddie wide open. Offensive rebound, Nets. They get it back, and Griffin stays with it.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Okongwu kicks to Williams. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Okongwu slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Molinari passes to Snell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And so the first quarter is in the book. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Then it's Williams. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Harden's shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. Irving gets to Durant. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Herter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Irving gets to Durant. There's the triple. They get it again. From downtown. Still a very tough night shooting for him. That makes him 1 for 8 now.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Fernando, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fernando's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the pass to Fernando. Here's Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. Pulls up for 3. The shot, no good. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. That's tipped. Now here's Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
Man, great tenacity from Durant there. I mean, he makes it so difficult to guard him without fouling.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Puts up a 3. He can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kevin Durant. Pass to Fernando. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
This is a to Okongwu. Reddish with the ball. 5 points in the game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And here's Harden. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Trying to get something going. Collins passes to Capella. Inside. Griffin with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Young with the steal. Now Hunter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Clint Capella has what we call raw strength. And because of that, he's able to play through contact and score the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
And here's Harden for three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 8. And Young kicks to Collins. Jacks up a 3. The Hawks again can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Harden missing again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Here is Harden. From deep three-point range, another miss by Harden.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Young from deep three-point range. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And a deep three from Harden. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead. Young outside. Another miss by Young. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hunter is out there, Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Young, and it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Brown wide open. He fires, but he recovers it. It's Durant on the wing. For the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Snell. Trae. It's rebounded by Durant. Nets trail by 7. Here's Irving. Action coming off the assist from KD.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
There's the pass to Snell. From past the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Durant dishes to Irving. 5 on the clock. And here's KD for 3.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Oh, the lob to Gallinari, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Reddish. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Williams.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Irving passes to Harris. Irving dishes to Harris. Back to Irving. To the inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Here is Young. And it's Herter, top of the key. Shoots over Brown. Herter, no good. Nets trail by 3. KD looking around. Jordan kicks to KD. To tie it up. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Young against Irving. And Young, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. To take the lead. Cranes it from downtown.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Irving with a clean look. Buries it from outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Irving. On deep. He's off on that one. Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it.
And you know what, fellas? You got to really, really admire somebody with the confidence to even try a pass like that.
Timeout called, the Nets. What do you think, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks, for great. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much, DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. And looking at the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 1. Now here's Jordan. Irving drives in. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Portis trying to free himself. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Durant.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Holiday looking over the floor. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant with a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a wide open hook for Irving. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Middleton. Portis trying to free himself. Middleton can't get it to go. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. He's looking for Jordan and finds him.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Antetokounmpo up top. Defended by Durant. It's Giannis with the drive. And he makes that one. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Brown dishes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Holiday the pass to Giannis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night right there. And a deep three from Irving. And the three off target.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Brown outside. Portis against Jordan. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here we go, all alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Irving against Holiday. Irving, a good look. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Holiday against Irving. And he converts the layup.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Outside Holiday. Down low. Outside Portis. The pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Irving for 3. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 7.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Holiday attacking, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Jeff Teague. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That one good for 2.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. And the basket by Harris.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Teague, the pass to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Back to Tucker. The shot comes out. Nice defense from KD. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. No good from Irving.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. Giannis right side. Good D by Jordan.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Irving can't hit.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Holiday goes in.
2 minutes.
Now here's Middleton, guarded closely.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Antetokounmpo against Green. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Here's Luwawu. Comes up empty down low.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Harden. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. In the corner, Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 4-point game. Jumps up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there's the all-out hustle Tucker is known for. Beats his man in transition easily.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Free throw drops for Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Connaughton. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Teague with the ball. Dinwiddie with the steal. With 1 on the clock.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points and that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Portis in at the center, filling out the middle. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Milwaukee leading by 4. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. Back to Giannis. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Jordan with the bucket.
Come on now, a little bump is not going to faze Mr. DeAndre Jordan. This guy's led the league in shooting percentage how many times?
Now here's Giannis. 18 points for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Irving. The 3 from KD. Drains the three-pointer. Durant's got 9 points.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick high release, just a pure shooter.
And Holiday, here we go. Middleton, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Harris. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The shot by KD, no good. Bucks leading by 3. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now here's Irving, and he could not get that one. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
So for the Nets, Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Teague deciding where to go with it. He gets it in there. Teague's got his second bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his third foul of the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Luau. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Green dishes to Griffin. Clock at 4. Dinwiddie drives in, and it's sent back by Lopez. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Back to Connaughton. Over Harden. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Harden outside. Doesn't go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Passes it to Tucker. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. Dinwiddie finds Harden. Lopez with the steal. Outside Teague. Tucker the pass to Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
When he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luau Cabarro. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
To the right side. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Forbes. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time.
And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. Joe Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. And here is DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot, and he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Giannis kicks to Portis. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. Nice shot by Portis.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Basket good. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Jordan. That one goes in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And it goes down 2 points.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to Portis. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets trail by 8. Durant deciding where to go with it. Jordan trying to free himself up. KD can't get it to go. Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11 points. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. To the inside. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. 1:50 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 27 points.
Then we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. KD dishes to Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Harris against Middleton. Banked in off the glass.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And Irving launches it from deep. No good on the quick 3. Bucks have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And Jordan sends it back. Here's Harris. But he gets it back. From deep 3-point range. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
DeAndre Jordan with the basket. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. On offense, here are the Bucks. They lead by 7.
Nets foul. That's his first personal foul.
Gets the first. That stretches their lead to 8.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on it. Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.